I always do that. Listen, we're back for another episode of Big Six Bants. It is the late night Friday night call-in show. It's the BSB call-in. Again, more Liverpool based today. Usually it is based around all six teams, but again, it's a late one. Last week, of course, we were abroad in Paris, so we weren't able to do the call-in last week Friday, but we also did a call-in on Monday after the Liverpool game. And on Wednesday, after the Liverpool game. And we will be doing another call-in show after the Liverpool game next week as well. And we'll also be doing another call-in show on Friday. So listen, make sure you guys tune into that. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I can always see the numbers going up already, and it's late, and we've already got nearly 15 people in here, and it's late as hell. I mean, I don't know. Some people might be watching from a different country. So in the comments, people, let me know what country you're watching from, because right now in the UK, it's 8 minutes past 12. So it is quite late over here where I am as well. But don't worry, guys, I don't have work tomorrow, so it will be a late one today. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? Big up Brush in the house as well. Big up Egal Talks Football. He says it's a late one. Of course, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lateness is greatness. In both meetings, by the way, lateness is greatness. Obviously, big up Corey. He says huge loss as well. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really too sure. Big up Marcel, you never walk alone. He says, big up Monts. I'm going to miss the Bobby Dazzler. Yes, I know. I mean, obviously the news breaking today that Bobby Firmino will not be renewing his contract for Liverpool Football Club. And after 8 years of service for the club, he is on his way out of Liverpool Football Club and will go on a free transfer. I don't really know how to feel about it. In fact, I do. It doesn't feel great because it's like the Liverpool we've known to be that's just so good, and to win these trophies and this Klopp era. Firmino, he was at one of the start. He was there at the very start. He epitomizes this era, in my opinion. And the fact that Firmino actually has more appearances on the Jurgen Klopp than James Milner says it all. Do you know what I'm saying? 346 is, I believe, under Jurgen Klopp. 8 years at the club. Such a loyal servant. I don't really know how to feel in it. I still think he's got a place here in the club. I think he was our best before the World Cup. He was our best attacker before he got his injuries. He was unlucky not to get into the squad for Brazil. It's going to be a good debate. When I put the link out in the chat and people start joining and stuff, I think it will be an interesting conversation to see that, whether people think he should have stayed or whether think it is his time to go. You know what I'm saying? Eric92 says it was time for Firmino to go. Just like Mane, there is a time to stay and a time to go. 100% understand that. 100% I understand that. By the way, guys, I haven't set a like goal yet, but make sure we do smash the like button as well, by the way. We're on about 14 likes at the moment, so make sure we smash those likes. Big up Ed in the cut. He says, at least you still got Aubameyang months. Ed, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, Ed. Just shut the fuck up. I ain't got time for it today. I ain't got time for it today. I understand, Bobby. When a club like Inter comes to him, it's like a second chance. The Serie A is much slower, and he'll be like a starter in that Inter team. Dzeko is like 67. Yeah, the fact that Dzeko's starting and scoring goals at that age, at the age of like 30 something, is crazy. Big up Snake Eyes as well. He says it's sad, and I think that we all wish we could have gone out on a high with a trophy. Yeah, I know. It is crazy. Like target 145 likes today for the target. You know what? This stream's only going to be for an hour, innit? So I'm going to say 100. I'm going to say 100 today for the like goal, innit? But make sure we do smash the like button. I haven't actually tweeted the promo. I haven't put much promo out for this video. So, the viewers are going to be raw viewers rather than the actual, around all social media and stuff like that. Big up Yaya Sonogo as well, Alvin Bell. Eric says he's watching from Jamaica, from JA. Big up yourself, man, from Yard. That's home. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate it. Whereabouts in Jamaica? By the way, whereabouts in Jamaica? I want to know if for my bits. For my bits still. Eric. Jay the activist says obviously US Central Time. So US and US of A. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself as well, Jay. He's been at Liverpool before Klopp game. Yeah, I know he's been at Liverpool before Klopp game. He was a Rodgers signing, but he still epitomizes everything Jurgen Klopp stood for. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Saint Catherine. Yeah, I'm from Saint Elizabeth. So, well, I wasn't born there, obviously, but like, my family's from there, and that. So Saint Elizabeth and them things there. So big up yourself, man. Um, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've got people from Jamaica up in there and from Yard. That's crazy. I love that still. Um, Firmino never gets credit he deserves. He's underrated. I think so. For a long time, he was definitely underrated. For a long time, for me, I feel like his job he hid Salah Rahmani's deficiencies so much when he was at his peak, and he enhanced their abilities so much. He really made them look so much better than they were. And that's no discredit to Salah Rahmani, but it's more credit to Firmino in being that piece, which is why he was so important to Jurgen Klopp. That's just why I said he epitomizes, like he literally epitomizes Jurgen's style and the start of that press. But yeah, again, like Milner and Henderson, Firmino is one of the few survivors from that time. You know what I'm saying? I think there's only a few. I think it's Milner, it's Henderson, Firmino. I think it might be that. That might be it. I can't even lie. So I'm struggling to think of anyone else at the moment. I believe they're the only ones. Social John says, I hate to say it, bro. Salah to PSG. You have refreshed your forward line. Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not time for Salah to leave. Definitely not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Listen, people, make sure we smash the like button and subscribe if you're new as well. Apologies, I have been very ill this month as well. I kind of want to talk about Manchester United quickly as well. Liverpool versus Manchester United. So I'm going to touch on that a little bit, and then I'm going to dash the link out, and people can jump in and all that good stuff. Playing Manchester United this weekend, obviously at Anfield. It's going to be very interesting what Team Klopp goes for, because I think even though we're at home, I don't think we should be going all gung-ho. I don't think we should start the game like how we did at Madrid, because I feel like the burnout is too quick for people like Henderson. They'll burn out too quickly. If Milner starts, he'll burn out too quickly. We generally, for me, have to pace ourselves. And I have not said Liverpool have to pace themselves in over 5 years. It's been 5 years since I've said Liverpool, going into this Manchester United game, have to pace themselves. That is how fickle our midfield is right now. That is how fragile the midfield is. Fabinho needs to he needs to pace himself, go through the motions, and he can't just wear himself out. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to approach this game very intelligently, or we can get stung bad, and this could get embarrassing at Anfield. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not here for another embarrassment. I'm not trying to see another embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Real Madrid and then Man U to embarrass us, it can't happen. It can't happen. I promise you, it cannot happen. Montar, you emotional? He was the first of the Klopp era, and he wasn't the first, obviously, because he was a Roger signing, by the way, for Firmino. But he was the kind of that first piece of the front line. If I'm honest, do you want me to be honest with you, lot? When Firmino come in, I weren't really sure what the hype was about at first. Like, I didn't look at him and go, "Oh, this guy's cold." Ooh, straight away. I was kind of like, you know what? Give him time. We'll have to see. Like, he in front of goal, he's very iffy, you know, because he was kind of brought in as like a cam-ish 10 striker at times thing, because false line weren't really a thing. So when he come in, I wasn't really too sure. And plus, our front line was just iffy them times. It was so iffy. Milner was all playing further forward. Lallana was playing further forward. I think Lallana was all playing on the wing at times. Do you know what I'm saying? Sturridge was there. Origi was there. Danny Ings was there. The front line was so different back then. It was so different. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when Firmino come in, it took him a minute to get going. And I remember that one game against Arsenal where Firmino got 2 goals in the first like 20 minutes of the game. He controlled it and he smacked one top corner. I always say Firmino was the Arsenal bully. That brother was the Emirates bully, the Arsenal bully, the Unai Emery bully, the Arteta bully. He done it all against Arsenal, bro. This guy would turn into Super Saiyan Bobby, bro. He was a madman. He was always doing a madness against Arsenal. It was nuts. I can't even lie. Arsenal looks like a new challenge. As if for Firmino, nah, I don't think he's going to another Premier League team. I believe he's going to Inter Milan anyways. You have many forwards: Gakpo, Darwin, Diaz, Jota, Carvalho, Elliott, Salah. That's too many, bro. Selling Salah will give you more funds, FSG, bro. We need to at least keep one world class forward in our attack, and no one else in that forward attack is world class. Arsenal fans will always have nightmares about Bobby. Big man thing. It's Bobby, and I can't lie, it was all of them, but Bobby was just Mane and Salah had bare goals in it, but Bobby would just sometimes phase out, but then he'll just turn into 2017-18 Bobby when it comes to Arsenal. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, we are 11 minutes into the video, and I'm going to dash the link into the chat for those who do want to join for the call-in. So, guys, bear with me 1 second while I do put the message in the chat. Make sure we are slapping a like and a subscribe if we're new. By the way, guys, bear with me. I'm just slapping the link in the chat. I can't multitask in it, so if you just see me staring at my phone, just allow me in it. Allow me. Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Link to join is here. Please have camera. There you go. There you go. Link is in the chat to join. There you go, people. I pinned it as well. So no excuses. Don't be telling me you can't find the link. It's pinned at the top. Don't be moving silly in that. And he said, Barini. Andy, shut up, fam, about Barini, bro. Bring it out, man. Allow me with the Barini talk, please. Let's not go that far back. You know what I'm saying? Let's not go that far back. You feel me? But yeah. So again, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's not a sell Salah thing for now. We need to keep him for at least another year. Obviously, I'm going to bring in my first guest as well. He's always been sending super chats, so man always appreciates his support within the channel as well. Obviously, I know he's a massive Liverpool fan. You know what I'm saying? So again, Jay the activist, big up yourself. First time on the show. What are you telling me, bro? What are you telling me? Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry. I gotta lower this. My bad. Bittersweet day. We need to appreciate the career of Bobby Firmino. Appreciate
100%.
it.
100%.
The timing was right.
Mm-hmm.
What worries me is it feels like Salah. We know Salah's next.
Well, yeah, because
It may not. It's not obviously probably not this summer, but Salah's next.
I think next year.
Next 2 years. I think I wouldn't be surprised if next season is his last season.
Yeah, this is my thing, because this season he's probably going to look at the team and think, "Raw." Do you know what? Especially if we don't finish top 4 this season, next season is Salah's last.
I think we squeezed top 4, but like last day type thing.
What, like a couple years back?
Yeah,
same type of thing.
Yeah,
I agree. Big up T1 Million in the chat as well, by the way. And big up.
Yeah, Bobby's story is so interesting because what was the club he was at before? Wasn't it Hoffenheim, or was it?
He come from Hoffenheim, and he was playing kind of.
I believe the person that discovered him on Football Manager.
Is that true? I didn't even know that.
They found out about him on Football Manager.
No way.
They found him, and he ended up there. Then that's how Bobby Firmino's career is where it is now. But you have to think though that kind of makes sense because his play style isn't of a typical player. He's a false nine. That wasn't a common thing.
Yeah, of course. No, I mean, because obviously I've dashed a poll in the chat in it, and I've just kind of said, did Firmino make the right decision? And I've put yes, no, or yes, but I'm emotionally attached. 70% of the votes said it was the right decision for him to leave. Jay, what are you saying? Do you think it was the right decision for him to go? Do you think it was time?
I do, because you want to leave before you become a villain.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you can kind of see it with Henderson right now.
Yeah.
Well, Henderson's poor play is making a lot of people turn on him right now.
Yeah, but the thing is with Henderson, it's stuff like with Henderson, maybe not as much with Milner, but to the extent of his age, with Milner as well. We've let Wijnaldum go, but we've let Wijnaldum go at 31 or at 30. No, how old is Wijnaldum now? 32. We let him go at 29, no?
Yeah, I think so. He was at PSG.
We let him go at
PSG let him
29.
go for free too, didn't they? To Roma.
Yeah. Wijnaldum went on a free, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Let me just quickly check Wijnaldum's age right now. Genie Wijnaldum. I'm pretty sure he's 32.
Shout out to him. He just came back from a nasty injury.
And he's looking good. Have you seen him? He's looking looking
sharp,
man.
I've been watching a little Serie A. I saw Napoli lose earlier.
Did they lose?
They lost on a screamer. It was crazy.
Do you know what's so mad about the Napoli game? I was gonna put them to lose on my Aka, but I was too scared. I just had a feeling. I had a feeling. I was like, you know, Napoli are losing today, but I didn't slap it on. I could almost have serious money there. But no, I was saying that Wijnaldum, he left Liverpool at either 29-30. It was
right around that time.
Yeah, around that time. Yeah, and the thing that's so annoying with that, you're looking at Bobby going on a free. You're looking at players like Henderson, Keita, Ox. Maybe you could throw Ox and Keita in there, but Henderson and Milner, let's have it right in it.
Yeah.
Them man. But we're getting rid of guys who could easily have played longer and served a more consistent level at this level. At Liverpool's level. I don't understand it. Is it English?
We've held on to some weird players, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember last summer, the rumors of Ox to West Ham, which made a lot of sense. Selling Ox to West Ham for what, 20 million? I would have cashed in on that, but they said Klopp wanted to keep him. But he clearly don't rate him because he's been healthy for months. So what are we keeping him for? Klopp saw him play one game at left wing and said Gakpo now.
But the worst thing is, I hate, and people aren't really on this, but when we were down bad and Ox went left wing, he was our best attacker. I'm sorry, he was better than Darwin when Darwin was kind of missing.
Yeah, Darwin was bad at that time. Can't lie, he was bad at that time. He's better now, but
he was better than Salah. Salah was bombing it out as well, Do you know what I'm saying?
He's giving great effort too, at the least. He's not a winger.
This is the storyline for Chamberlain. From when he came in. He came off the bench against City in the Cup, spun two-man, played it outside of the football to Darwin. Darwin squares it, Salah scores. So the very first thing he done when he came back from injury was create a goal to make it 2-2 against City. He starts the next game, creates a good few chances, especially for Darwin. Darwin misses them. He doesn't register a single assist. He then creates another clear-cut chance against Leicester, and Darwin chips the keeper, hits the post, hits the defender, and goes in. Remember? The fake David Luiz and Faze, I think his name is. Yeah. And then in the game against Brentford, when we got smacked, he scores the header, which arguably could have got us back in the game if we actually decided to turn up that day.
If we defended anything.
Yeah, if we decided to actually defend that day. So this is my thing when I say Ox, for me, didn't really put a foot wrong when he came into a position that he shouldn't be playing, especially when he's just come back from injury. Why are you putting him out wide for him to go pull another hamstring? I don't get it.
I don't know why he can't play now.
I
know he hasn't played in a while, but he can't
bench. Apparently, Harvey Elliott in right centre mid is the bee's knees. The bread's
Harvey Elliott is a good football player, but he doesn't have a position. What is he? Is he a winger? Is he a 10? Is he an 8? What is he?
He's a right winger. I'm telling you, for me, he's a right winger.
But is he a right winger? Is he a right winger in the Premier League? Is he a Premier League level right winger?
Against certain opposition, I'd say depending on the opposition. So maybe in terms of matchups, you maybe look at a certain matchup and think Harvey's probably better for that sort of matchup. But even so, I'm looking at Klopp and going, all right, cool. You now brought in Gakpo. You've dashed Ox on the bench. Right. So would you not? Because when Gakpo come in, I thought that's great. Ox can go centre mid now. I'm pretty sure that's what we were all thinking. Cool. Ox can go centre mid.
Makes too much sense.
You play in your position. We haven't seen him since. We have not seen him since.
Not even off the bench.
Not even off the bench. Milner is coming off the bench. Keita, who had fallen out and toys got thrown out the pram. We have seen Keita start like 5 games since then.
Fabinho put up the worst performance I've probably ever seen by a midfielder against Palace.
Fabinho, bro. Fabinho fell out. Threw the toys out the pram. Got put in the basement. And he's come back into the team before Ox has. I think we will see Arthur Melo play before we see Ox play again. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy, but
Are we really though? Are we really gonna see Arthur Melo?
Arthur not
we might
real,
see
man.
his ghost. We might see his ghost. There might be the phantom of Arthur Melo. We don't know.
No,
No one
Arthur
knows.
Melo. You talking about Arthur Melo NFT? He ain't real. He's an NFT man. What? He's not real.
He's not real, bro.
We spent $4 million on nothing. He's not real.
So
that's his new nickname, Arthur Melo NFT. That's his name.
Man said Arthur Melo stocks. What are they? What are they? That
NFT. Just not real.
That is killing me.
I mean, he fits the description perfectly. He spent a lot of money on it for nothing. He's worthless.
Mad. It's mad. By the way,
I feel bad for the guy though. I feel bad for the guy because
Arthur Melo,
the injuries. I mean,
he's training by the way.
Injuries.
He was in the training session today. He's the one that took the shot in Liverpool's training session today. In the video they put out today, he's training with the first team. Now, so, boy. By the way, people, there are 100 people in the house right now. So I need you guys to do me a favor and smash the like button. How many likes are we on? We're on 38 likes and we got 100 people in the chat. Again, stop what you're doing, people. Big up the Coppish community. You know what I'm saying? Big up the Sam and all them lot as well. Big up all the Liverpool community. Make sure we stick together and we support each other. So again, please smash the like button and make sure, as I said, the two guys that are on screen with me now, make sure you're following them. Obviously, I'll ask them to put their details out as soon as they're finishing up or anytime when they're about to jump off as well. Amir, I didn't actually give you an intro, bro. Sorry about that. I'm tired and I'm ill, and it's very late as well. So my bad. How are you, bro? First time on the channel. What are you telling me?
I'm doing good, man. And Bobby. Oh my god.
Sad day.
I'm gonna miss Bobby so much. He's been a great player. He's been a great servant to the club, and he will always be a Liverpool legend no matter what. His techniques, the samba skills, the no-look goals, the no-look passes, everything. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy that he's gonna be leaving at the end of the season. So I hope we give him a proper, massive send-off for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
I just hope we do. Yeah.
It's, you know what it is? The one what's tugging on my heartstrings is all the compilations. It's all the comps on Twitter.
It's all the
compilations. Smile. It's the smile for me.
It's the smile. The way he smiles.
Those big white veneers, man.
It's the sauce. He had the sauciest celebrations as well. Every celebration he does is so saucy. It's like it's rehearsed. This guy's a showman. And what's worse, what makes it harder to watch the compilations is that the fact that during those compilations, you see how good Liverpool were. You see the difference. Like every time I'm watching a compilation, even if it's just of Mane or it's just of Salah or it's just of Firmino, or I'm looking at him going, "Hey, look how good we were." Oh my God. I'm looking at this going, what happened to us? And I'm no longer even focusing on the person who the comp's on. I'm not focusing on Firmino. I'm not even focusing on that. I'm like, yo, look at the way we're pressing. No one can breathe against us. No one can breathe. It's mad. It's mad. Let me just hit some of these comments before this gets all emotional, man, because can't lie, man. Do you know what's worse? I'm pretty sure I heard Bobby say that he was willing to stay at Liverpool for the rest of his career in like October, but I won't even. I think if we get Bellingham, Salah stays. Boy, I don't know, man. Kid, did you see United YouTubers calling us an easy game at Anfield after one cup in 6 years? Peak. Listen, allow me, as I said, Tommy Fury FC. I'm not trying to hear nothing from them, man. They've done well this season.
The third most important cup in England.
Like honestly, bro. As I said, them man.
Let me ask. What is the Carabao Cup equivalent in the Bundesliga? What's the equivalent to that in La Liga? What's the equivalent to that in Liga? What's the equivalent to that in Serie A?
Nothing.
I'll wait.
It's nothing.
I'll wait.
I don't know if you. I just hate to keep saying this, but these man. Like, as I said, as a club and what they're doing right now, they're doing it right. I'm not going to hate on that. Guten Tag, doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Rashford, on fire. I personally like Rashford. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. Yeah, he's a hot boy. I like Rashford, and I'm happy for what he's actually doing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just still a fuck United thing. But, like, United, after that Carabao Cup, with all the cheekiness about that trophy, but after 1 billion spent to only get one Carabao Cup, you have no right to be talking about trophies of anything recent. And on top of that, as I said, you guys are Tommy Fury FC. You beat you beat Newcastle, bro. Newcastle ain't been in the final in 25 years. You beat Newcastle, bro. They had their third choice keeper in goal. You literally beat a YouTuber, bro. That's what United are. You've been boxing your whole damn life. You've been training your whole life for this shit. I need to say it's the best day of your life to be an amateur.
If they're that team, they better go win the FA Cup. If they're that team.
You know what I'm saying? And if they do, hats off. Hats off to them. But until then, Tommy Fury FC, man. Get a fucking
last time I checked, you have to win the FA Cup or the Prem to play in the Community Shield. So
you know what I'm saying?
The Carabao Cup don't get you nothing.
Yeah, there you go.
It ain't but this big.
For real. By the way, guys, 8 likes away from 50 likes, man. Keep on liking up the video, man. Over 100 people in the house, man. Appreciate that. Ox is better than Elliot right centre mid. Ox is, yeah, bro.
Ox is so much better than Elliot.
So much better. Like, yo, is that even a thing?
It's not even a debate. It's not even a debate, bro.
It's not even that, and that's not even a diss on Elliot. It's just that Elliot. Klopp says that, you know what? As long as Elliot's on the pitch, he's fine with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Elliot's played left wing. When Elliot played left wing, that was when my blood pressure was at its highest. I'm not gonna lie to you lot. My blood pressure was so high when I was seeing Elliot playing left wing. Harvey's a right winger, but he'll never get in the team in that role. Like the stream, guys. Big up Jonas as well. Elliot and Carvalho are in the wrong team. If we played a 10, they'd cook. I believe Carvalho would cook in the 10, but for me, Carvalho, he's still lightweight though. Carvalho is so lightweight. He just needs to bulk up a little bit for me. Big up Midway as well. Just big up Monts. Big up Ed. Snake Eyes as well. Ox plays more in. Ox plays will move into another player on. Ox plays will move on to another player. Why are we playing Ox when this man? Why are we playing Ox when this other man there? They are done in the legs. Oh, I think he's saying most men are just done in it. Like these men can't run no more anyways. Bro, Ox is the most dynamic we have right now. What are we gonna do? Play our full English midfield. Curtis Jones.
He's honestly one of our most talented midfielders in terms of talent.
Yeah. Oh, talent. Yeah. Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Months. If you could build a Prem 11 of over 30 years, they could probably beat us right now. It's not even the legs anymore. No teamwork, no happiness, no chemistry. Klopp looking stressed as fuck. What? Yeah,
they seem happier lately.
Yeah, lately. Yeah,
they seem lately. Yeah,
lately. But like just last week, it was bad. Just last week, like just literally the other week, you guys probably saw my reaction, my match reaction.
I don't recall nothing bad happening that week. Maybe I repressed the memory. I don't recall nothing happening last week.
I don't remember.
Now that I think about it, I was on holiday. So last week,
I don't remember.
I was on holiday
last week.
So, you know, after the 0-0 Palace draw, I was on holiday. I removed it from my mind. I'm not gonna lie, like you know what I'm saying. I kind of just had to act like it didn't.
Our last game before Wolves was Newcastle, right? That's all I remember.
Yeah,
the Newcastle game. I don't remember nothing in between.
I forgot about the Crystal Palace game. I honestly forgot.
Who? We haven't played Palace yet. We Palace later. We ain't played them yet.
What is the Champions League? Never heard of it. Trust me, Monts. He was my favorite player at one point. Said we'd all get old. Said that we all get old, but before Klopp, we were dead. He made us so happy. FSG should have invested while we were still at the top. Now it stinks. Tell me about it. Let's just be happy.
I don't think the team is all that far away from being back, though. We're just a few players. We're a few players away.
We'll get into that in it. I disagree. I think we're more than the few players. Just because of, for me, I think tactically Klopp is scaring me a bit.
As long as Joe Gomez don't play.
Oh yeah, no, he can't play for Liverpool again. Let's just be happy for what we have and what we've achieved. In the future will be the future. No point stressing ourselves. If we could spend 900 million on players, we would, but we can't. I know it is what it is. Frank Wood says, "Am I the only one worried about Sunday?" Shocking how delusional and dismissive our fan base is. I told you we ain't winning. We ain't winning this weekend. I don't know if we're losing, but I don't see us beating United. I think that game screams draw. And he says, "Remember, this is Anfield, bro. Are you not just never gonna let me drop that?" Like, I said this is Anfield. We were 2-0 up at Madrid. What do you expect me to do? What you not expect?
They act like it's never mattered too. Like remember we beat City, we had no chance.
I'm not gonna lie. I was getting hench in it. I was getting a bit. My head was looking like it was gonna explode. But still, 2-0 up against Madrid. You feel me? Like you wouldn't get excited. Remember Paris is turquoise covering the eye. Yep, Snake Eyes. This is what it is. I'm scared that Konate is back as a United fan. I think he's a beast. I wish Gomez was playing. Konate is a United fan. No. Dominic's saying he's scared of Konate as a United fan.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah,
scared
no,
of
we don't be
Konate.
scared. We don't be scared.
Yeah.
Konate didn't play against United the first game.
But yeah,
Amir.
What's up?
So obviously it's your first time on the channel. Obviously coming in as a call-in. Do you want to tell the people where they can find you as well? I'm not saying we're not done by the way. I'm saying let the people know where they can find you. So
Yeah. You can find me on American Cop. Basically, it's me and my friend's channel, and we just started it a while ago. And we have about like 231 subscribers. We're just on that grind. We're gonna keep making content. We're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep collabing with other people as well, like Team Copish, you guys, Jamie Phillips, other channels like that. We just want to go big like you guys. We just want to go big like you guys, man. Like we're inspired by you guys.
I still class myself. I don't even class my channel as big. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
But you're like but you inspire me. You inspire me.
Listen, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man.
And as long as I inspire some sort of group, you know what I'm saying? If I can inspire someone, then I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Other than when I'm not shouting and swearing and screaming and being emotional. But yeah, no, pick up yourself. Listen, you can see the link is there to subscribe to his channel, guys. Make sure you run up his subscribers. I believe they're not far from 300, so make sure you get those to 300 ASAP.
Subscribe, guys. Subscribe to American.
Make sure you run that up, man. By the way, got 115 people in there, only 46 likes, like Ten Heisenberg said. So make sure we go and smash the like button. Big up Jar in the building as well. What I just wanted to speak about one more time was Bobby, yeah? So you got Mane, Salah, and Bobby, the front three. And just kind of going from sort of the beginning side of things. Firmino, when he first came in, I wasn't fully convinced. Were you guys convinced straight away? It took me until the Arsenal game, until I saw him in the Arsenal game, that I thought, I'm starting to like what I see here.
I mean, players with his play style, they take time. So
yeah, of course.
I knew he wasn't gonna hit the ground running. So
yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna hit the ground running. I just knew I had to like wait, and then it was that Arsenal game where he just like battered the defense and everything.
That Arsenal game, he came alive. I genuinely think Arsenal kickstarted his career proper.
Yeah, like his play style, he has to build a lot of chemistries to know where everybody's at. You know, you can't just do back heel flips and then nobody's there. You have to know where everybody. You have to get a feel for how everybody is gonna make runs. You know, because even Salah and Mane, they make different kind of runs. So
it's true. It's very true. Big up Jean Grey as well. I think with Firmino, yeah, he's never been a out and out finisher apart from that 17-18 season for me, where he was just lethal. I think it was 27 goals in all competitions and 11 goals and 10 assists in the Champions League or something. Like that was ridiculous. And you know that season, Salah, Mane, and Firmino all got over 10 goals in the Champions League, and we didn't win it.
Man, that really broke my heart. That really kind of broke my heart.
Mad,
I was like, wow. Damn.
Like that is, I still think I think that's insane. That's insanity. We've got so unlucky. So I think sometimes in Liverpool, as a fan base, we've been so unlucky for something. We've been so unlucky.
Yeah,
because before we were born, we were always lucky.
Yeah,
but
we're always unlucky on the top level because we would just like lose by 1 point, and that Karius howler and everything. It was just terrible, man. It was just terrible.
I guess the law of averages
and the Champions League as well.
I also said with Firmino, he loved hitting the inside of the post. He could have had some of the most. I'm telling you, the catalogue of goals that because there's certain goals Firmino scored where you look at it and go, how the fuck did he just do that? How do you do that? Like, but there's some goals where I don't know if you saw the goal where he's flicked it over a man's head and he's hit it across the half volley and it's come off the inside of the post and he missed. Like, there's some things that Firmino's done and he just hits the post or he just misses after like a ridiculous piece of skill. Or who remembers the Rabona assist he done for Mane and Mane missed? He flipped Rabona assisted it over the guy's leg and Mane missed. Like, some of the stuff in his catalogue could have been like, people could have watched that in 20, 30 years and thought this guy was Ronaldinho, bro. They could have thought this guy was Ronaldinho. Like,
People had the nerve to compare Jesus to him too. Like,
Yeah.
Do you know
this
what's no?
season.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? Big up Uncle Albert.
Uncle Albert. Oh my
With the
God.
Napoli
Hey,
shirt.
bigger boys, bigger
With
boys.
the
How you
Napoli
doing?
shirt.
Do you know what is crazy about the whole Jesus thing? The
Oh,
Arsenal.
this Napoli shirt. If you can't beat them, join them, right?
Might want to take that off. They lost
Well,
today.
what's funny, Albert? Albert, you dashed their shot, but they lost today.
Well,
they
but
lost.
they've already won the league, so they
Yeah,
can
pretty
afford
much.
to lose.
Yeah, they're like 15 points clear, right?
Yeah,
It was kind of a lucky goal. They're unlucky to not even win that
their
game.
work is
They're unlucky not
done.
to win today.
Their work is done. They can lend us Kvicha and for the rest of the season, right?
Don't worry about the Champions League now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, no, you're right, Uncle Albert. You're right. But let me just finish what I was saying. Yeah. With Firmino, yeah. He like with the Jesus comparison. Put it this way: Arsenal fans were telling me that Firmino was shit, and we're talking. This was like 2017, 2018. When he was like, they were saying he don't score goals, so he's shit. He's a striker. He's supposed to score goals. Why is he scoring 9 to 11 goals in the league every year? That's not good enough. But they're the same guys now telling us, look what Jesus does apart from scoring. He does this. He does that. He presses. He dribbles. He's tenacious. And
Look at the chances he creates.
I'm fucking, hold on a minute. Weren't you that guy? You was that guy though, laughing and cackling with your shits and giggles. Just like 2 years ago. Like, I'm not the hypocrisy is crazy. It is crazy.
I'll just say Bobby had Thierry Henry in awe going over his highlights. That's all I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember him doing that for Jesus
I remember
yet.
that exact game. It was the Southampton game. It was the Southampton game that Thierry was in the commentary box when he done the 1-2 of Salah and he flicked over his leg as a back heel assist. Look at the assist I'm even talking about. I'm saying he's flicked it over a man's leg. Do you know what I'll say from now, guys? I'll let you guys think about it. What is your favorite goal? Give me your top 2. I'll give you your choice of 2 in the chat as well. 2 favorite goals from Bobby Firmino.
The PSG winner.
The Flamengo one.
The little
That
touch
one,
near post. Is that near post in the Club World Cup?
Yeah.
Or is it the one where he controls it and then?
Yeah, he controls it and then he just
Yeah.
That one in the PSG one, just because with the PSG one, it's a winner. So.
And it's
and that one.
What was the one he did the karate kick celebration? Which one was that one?
He done that so many times, brother.
He did so many.
Oh, do you remember Stoke when he took his shirt when the shirt come off?
Yes.
Stoke, the volley when it came over his shoulder.
That was one of my favorite ones. That was literally one of my favorite ones.
I'll be honest. I've got my 2 favorite ones. Yeah, I'm gonna say straight away is Watford. When Salah scored. When he back flicked it and hit his thigh. Like the ball's hit his thigh, and he's like Salah's fizzed it across the box, and he scored, and he's like back killed it, and it's gone in. Do you not know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one versus Watford, that goal, and Man City when he bodied Stones and chipped Ederson.
Talking about John Pebbles.
Oh, that was clean. That was a
man
clean
like
goal.
John Stonehenge, bro. He made that brother drop, bro. And then the audacity to just dink it was, yo, for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, Edson, the chip versus Palace in the lime green, in the lime green kit. Rude, very rude. His goal at Swansea, is that when he controlled it and hit it on the half volley, and we lost that game 3-2. Yeah. Look, can't guard me. The Swansea one, left foot volley, is chest control. We lost that game 3-2. Yeah, because Shelby scored. I remember. That goal.
It's crazy how it came to this because Bobby had like the craziest stat line earlier this season against Bournemouth. And he had 2 goals, 3 assists, ridiculous.
He done it against Watford last year as well. Remember with the hat trick against Watford.
Yeah,
last season.
Because I was just like, how do you do that? I hope sometimes I forget that Bournemouth game even happened. this season. It felt like it was a game last season. That's how good it was. 9-0. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think as well, for me though, he even got 2 good goals against Brighton, scored against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He carried us in the Brighton game.
Yeah, like Firmino was our best attacker before he got injured.
He was.
Facts. And I generally think, and Klopp did, the one thing Klopp said that actually was right, because basically everything he said is wrong this season. The one thing he did say that was right, he said Firmino is in incredible form. Remember in preseason, he was saying Firmino is looking very, very sharp. And we were like, he's kind of finished.
And then the Fulham game happened. We're just like, still.
Yeah. We were like, what's
and then after that, it was just.
Yeah, like you didn't really
look the Fulham game.
So I think that with him, for me, it's not even his quality. I still think he's got the quality to play at the highest level. I think it's just his fitness has really let him down over the last couple of years. For me,
he won't go to another Prem team. So
yeah, it's true. And another special. I think a special mention. The goal against Arsenal when he sat 3 of their defenders down. Remember when he just dribbled through all of them and then just sat them all down? Special mention for that one. I'm not gonna lie. He scored a back heel last season. Just last season he scored a back heel.
Yeah, he did. Did he do it too?
He just does this shit. Scored a back heel. He just does what the fuck he wants. Yeah. He does anything he wants. This guy plays football at his own speed. He don't care. He does not care. Would you say? Can we all just agree it's best season 17-18? We're not even gonna debate that. 17-18. No debate.
I don't think there really is one for that.
So this leads on. No, go on.
I would say that's a waste of time to debate.
Yeah, waste of time. I'm just gonna I'm gonna move forward onto Firmino's chances the rest of the season. Do you reckon Firmino comes back into the team if he's fit this season over Jota, or does someone get dropped? Because our best attacking trio this season, on paper, fact, has been Firmino, Darwin, Salah. That has been our best front three this season.
Yeah.
It's been our most consistent combination.
Do you think you mean come back into the team isn't starting? Because he's already playing.
He's kind of in and out, though. He's kind of,
He's getting his form back because he's trying to get his legs back under him now.
Yeah.
He should start against Arsenal.
I need Jota. I need both.
One last time.
I need them both starting against Arsenal because them man are Arsenal. Jota, Arsenal bully. You know what I'm saying? Firmino.
We gotta get Jota back in form. He hasn't scored in a year.
Yeah, he's been a little bit rusty. He's been rusty.
And I'm worried about his injuries. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something with him this summer. I wouldn't be surprised. Just because of his injuries. Just because of that. He's obviously a quality player. You can't be just losing anybody, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some rumors about him leaving. So
it's true. I think let's just
like Jota on form, he's that's 20 goals a season.
Yeah, it's true. But we have to get him back in form. He has to play, and he has to play at a certain level. If he keeps coming in and bumming it out, then he just can't play. It's just we don't really have time. We're in a race where the reason why this game is so big this weekend is because if you look after Bournemouth and Madrid, we have City, Chelsea, and Arsenal in the space of 7 days. Yo, we could be back where Chelsea if we're not careful. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. Chelsea's in the. Chelsea might be sacking another manager by Sunday.
Yeah, but it's just looking at it for what it is, kind of thing.
Side note: 007 tomorrow. Let's get it. 007
Special agent. Mudrik's in the building. Congratulations, Mudrik. You're now a part of the 007, man.
No, 100%. Albert, you there, my boy?
What's up, man? I'm here.
Would you play Firmino for the remaining parts of the season, or would you keep him as a bit part?
Well, it depends. It depends on injuries, doesn't it? I mean, the fact that they are all fit now doesn't mean they're all not going to be injured by tomorrow. So because whatever it is they do in training is what injures them. It's not what happens on the field. It's interesting. Today I read an article that says Klopp has finally agreed that our training methods should be what's the word? Should be reviewed as to why the players get injured so much. But with Bobby, it was that little terrier that injured him. He was doing fine until what's the kid's name? Harvey Elliott injured him in training.
Harvey Elliott injured who in training?
Bobby, yeah.
So the calf injury at the start of the season.
His the injury that he sustained, I think. What was the match with which there was a match with which he scored with like a header when he was facing the other way? Which one was that?
Oh, when he flicked it up, when he flicked over.
Yeah.
Was that Southampton?
Was it?
I don't know.
So yeah, after that match was when he got injured, and it was that kid who injured him, Harvey Elliott. So they have to review their training methods. But as far as we are concerned, I think he should just play as normal. Clearly, Bobby will not get in the team ahead of Nunez and Gakpo. Clearly.
Okay.
One, because he's dipped in form. Two, he's coming off injury. And the other thing is, I'm sure Klopp will want to be playing with his future, more or less, and not with somebody who's leaving. He tried to convince him to stay. And I think the best thing that Bobby did for us was to insist that he had to leave. Because Klopp was going to come and turn him into another piece of furniture around the room. And that was going to be problematic.
Do you think that's Albert? Do you think that's a Klopp problem? Because do you think other managers would find better uses for a player like Firmino and Henderson and
I think it's just time for them to go. Mons, this business is a ruthless business. I mean,
100%.
There's absolutely no time for sentiment. I always say that Alex Ferguson was getting rid of his best players when they were at their peak. He got rid of Van Nistelrooy, he got rid of Jaap Stam, he got rid of David Beckham, he got rid of Van Persie, and the list goes on. He gets rid of them when they are at the crest, simply because he feels that you are too big for the dressing room. It's time for you to go. Let's make some money off you, bring in somebody else. That's what he used to do. Klopp simply wants to, I don't know, he's all huggy, kissy, puts his arm around the players. They're supposed to manage them, not babysit them, for fuck's sake. There's some of them just, that Henderson contract was a very, very bad act. That's, 7.3 million pounds a year. That's serious, for that. Some of the guys are just scratching a living. Oxlade Chamberlain, Naby Keita, Curtis Jones, they should have departed a long time ago, So I think he simply, now the results are hitting him on the pitch. He's going to play with those he thinks he's going to go forward with. And then Bobby comes in when needed or as needed, put it that way. So I don't think he's going to be a bit part player simply because of it. Sorry?
Does Klopp see Gakpo as the Bobby replacement? Because that's
what he looks absolutely like. The missing link, remember? That's what they called him, the missing link. Gakpo is going to become more and more prominent. Like I've always said, they bought the wrong Ghanaian, but hey, he's already there. So I would have bought Mohamed Kudus.
I think Kudus would be a better false nine. I think Kudus would be a better false nine than Gakpo, probably.
Yeah, Kudus would be a better false nine. You'll be a better right-sided midfielder, left-sided midfielder. Kudus can even play where Salah plays. So I don't know what they were faffing around for, but maybe it wasn't in Jorge Mendes's plan. Because now
Jorge Mendes runs the Premier League, if we're being honest.
He runs Wolves for sure. And then he has his links with Pep Linders because of when Pep Linders was at Porto. And so basically, we are linked with all his players. About 5 of our players are his players. Jota, Alisson, Nunes, Diaz, Carvalho, that all of them are his players. And did you guys see the way Matheus Nunes played against us?
Man, he played different against us than he does every other team.
Yeah, he dribbled past.
Do you realize he
dribbled
was
past
completely
us.
disinterested? He was completely disinterested. The manager hooked him at halftime. He knows he's already a Liverpool player. He doesn't want to do anything to hurt us. he was so fucking. He was so fucking ambivalent. The manager just hooked him, man. He wasn't interested. He didn't want to do anything to affect.
You don't rate him, Mons? You don't rate him?
Sorry,
you made a face. You don't rate Nunes?
No, I rate Nunes, but like I don't think he's the be all and end all. I think he's a piece. He's one of the pieces that needs to be added to the puzzle. Of course,
I think he's a lot better than he's showing us.
Yeah, and also but Wolves' midfield is better than ours. I don't
think he really wanted to go to Wolves. I think he really wanted to come to Liverpool.
But he's a Liverpool player.
Yeah, he went to Wolves so he can play in the Premier League because he'll make more money. I don't think he really wanted to go to Wolves.
He's a Liverpool player.
He also plays out of position.
Read the articles. He's a Liverpool player. He was going to come to Liverpool, and the plan is, okay, go to Wolves, prove yourself. Next year, you're a Liverpool player. He's a Jorge Mendes player. Jorge Mendes has his links with Pep Linders. It's already done. Take it.
I think he's Ugarte's agent too, the one from Sporting.
Yeah. See, Jorge Mendes is a very, very Weasley character. The players we need, he won't give them to us. We need Ugarte. He should give us Ugarte. And we needed Enzo Fernandez. He didn't give us Enzo Fernandez. He's Enzo Fernandez's agent as well. But he wanted,
because he knew Chelsea was going to pay outrageous wages. That's why.
Guys, in terms of we're saying false nines, like, and you mentioned Kudos, right? You mentioned Kudos. You think be a false nine. Here's another one. Nkunku, who's going to the other part of London. Who Klopp could have got him in as well.
I've seen Nkunku several times. I'm just watching him now. Now I'm just watching him. I don't really rate him.
I do.
I think he's overrated. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I mean, I can do what he's doing, so he's got to be a good player. I think he's a little overrated. Same thing they said about Mudryk. See, the fact that you see somebody tearing down the park doesn't make him that great a player.
Mudryk played in a much worse league than Nkunku does.
Mudryk didn't even have 50 professional appearances. don't ever tell me about that comb over Backstreet Boy. That fake Backstreet Boy.
I'm telling him and Enzo, Backstreet Boys FC. I'm telling you.
Did you?
Have you
guys seen the clips? Have you guys seen the clips of Cucurella ignoring him?
Cucurella.
That is so funny, man.
Him as well. He don't get me started on him.
Cucurella is so bad. He's just so
By the way, let's bring an American cop in the house as well, bro. You good?
Cucurella is not good at anything.
Albert, bro, you should have came into our live, man. You should have came into our call-in show live that we did earlier today.
Oh, you should have let me know. I'd have been in there.
Oh my.
Just DM me. I'm gonna give you. I'll give you my Twitter. Just DM him. Just DM me. I'll be in there.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm thinking of another guy that could possibly be a false nine.
Here's a question. Yeah, and listen, this is a Firmino video, so obviously there's gonna be more questions like this. Would you keep Firmino if it meant maybe selling Henderson and playing Firmino centre mid? Would you rather play
Firmino could do it? I don't think he can do center mid.
No.
I don't know if he can.
There's going to be these type of weird ass questions in it.
You know, one person that I think can do center mid. Maybe I'm just clutching at straws here. I think Luis Diaz can play center mid.
I mean, he does receive the ball well.
Because
I think Gakpo can play center mid. I'm not going to lie. I think Gakpo can do that
when he plays for Colombia. He plays in midfield. He doesn't play in attack.
Yeah, but like because Colombia that Colombian national team don't have a lot of, like, they're not exactly
They're not
like,
what they used to be. They're
yeah,
not
they're
what
No,
they
not
they're
used to
not.
be.
They're not. But when he plays for Colombia, he plays in midfield. So I'm not too sure whether he can. But no, I don't think Firmino can play. Well, anybody can do what Henderson does. He claps and shouts. Anybody can clap and shout, right?
Anybody can lose the ball constantly,
Exactly. Anybody can hoof the ball into, King's Road in Chelsea. That's easy, right? But he's not. I don't think he's cut out for that kind of position. He's exactly where he's effective at, being either a link man or being an outright, center forward, and that's what he's good at. But I think we have to thank him for making the decision for the manager, because Klopp was going to keep him around, and he was just going to be a burden. He was going to be a fruitcake. Just it's good. He wants to leave. He wants to make some more money elsewhere. Good.
So American Cup, bro. I just want to ask you one question. I've obviously asked everyone else. I need you to name me your two favorite Firmino goals. Your two favorite goals.
My favorite goal was the one against Arsenal. I feel like that goal was cold. The way he dropped them and then slid into
the one where he sat them all down, where he dribbled through and
then freaking.
He
did that celebration where he flipped and he went like this. Oh my gosh, it was so cold,
crazy.
And then the one against Flamingo was fire as well, and I like the celebration.
Yeah. He for me. There's just a catalog of goals. I think a couple went for that Flamingo goal as well. For me, I don't know if you remember the Watford goal where Salah crosses it and he like flicks it with like the back of his thigh and he flicks it in at like angles against Watford. And the other one for me was where he nudged off Stones and he chips the goal. He chips Edison against Manchester.
My gosh, against Man City.
Yeah, like rude, like.
Yeah, the Man City one was good. The Man City one was good.
That goal was rude.
The Man City one was good.
And he had he just jogs away like, and that's when Firmino knows he scored Bobby knows when he scored the good goal when he just takes a shot off. No, it's not even the last minute of the game. It could be like the 30th minute. Just take a shot. It shows he knows how good the goal was. Right.
And the back flick header against Southampton was also good.
Yeah, that was a very good header. I also like his volley against Stoke in 2017, I believe, or 16.
That's something we're low-key going to miss. Like, him in the air, we're going to miss him. Because he's the best header on the team right now.
Yeah, he got some good goals in the Champions League. I think he got the header against Inter Milan last year as well in the Champions League. I think so, yeah. Some crucial times. For me, he has goals against all the big teams. Like all the big teams.
He's a big game player, man. He's a big game player. That's what I like.
That's what rival fans, they don't get that. They don't get
Tottenham, the last minute header against Tottenham when we needed it against Tottenham. Do you know what I'm saying? He bullies Arsenal. Don't get me started about Man United. Good header in the 4-2, gets the header against Man United. What's the other? Who's the Man City? He's got goals. He's got goals for days against Man City. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's such a silencer, man. He just silences them. We're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss his smile. We're gonna miss his dedication. I mean, the guy's been there longer than Klopp. We're gonna miss everything he does. But there's a time for everything. I mean, it's best he goes now, so we remember him for the good that he did. Not the kind of memories we are being nightmares we are being staged by Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson should have left a long time ago.
He should have left a long time ago, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, guys. We've got about 10 minutes left of the video. Let's just now move on to Man United. We're gonna have to talk about it sooner or later, man. We have to talk about it, innit? We have to speak about it. Man United at home Sunday. How you man feeling?
I'm feeling 2-1 Liverpool.
Same.
I'm going for 1-0
Liverpool.
1-0 Liverpool.
1-0.
You guys think you're winning?
I don't want to predict a score, but we are going to win. We have to win,
Yeah, we
and
have to. We have to.
it could go one of two ways. We'll finish the match by the first half. You know, if everything comes together, you know how we do. It's 2-0, 3-0 by the end of the first half, and the game is done.
We'll be a lot more calm at the back too without Joe Gomez.
Exactly, and that's possible. It's also possible that we do our thing and allow them to go one ahead, and then it's all guns blazing, and But whatever we do, Trent and Konate are going to have to be at their best because they are going to attack Trent. That's just trite knowledge, right? They are going to give him 2 doses of attack. It's going to be Rashford, and then it's going to be Garnacho. Trent must get protection because with speedy wingers, you need to double team and triple team them. Whatever happens, they need to help him with the protection. And
I think
Salah,
it'll be easier to double up on that side because you don't have to worry about Anthony.
Exactly.
Anthony ain't gonna do nothing but try to shoot from outside the box. That's all he's good for.
Yeah, but with Anthony, something can go in, so you don't underestimate him either, right?
I mean, Allison's usually really good at handling long shots like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if he scores from outside the box and hits it top bins, you shake his hand and tell him congratulations because that's all
Are
he
they
can do.
even going to play him though? Maybe they start with Sancho, man. Maybe.
Sancho will worry me a little bit more than because I feel Sancho's a lot more direct than Anthony is.
Yeah, Sancho worries me. If he's got his head in the right place, he's very dangerous. He pops up at the wrong places, and he scored against us, right? The first match he scored against us. So,
unfortunately, that should have never been a goal. But
that's true, though.
We should have never allowed that to happen.
That's true.
That was Fabinho being a cone because he did a cone.
And the second goal was also offside. So I hope they don't bring those guys with
and Henderson gave the ball away.
Michael Ramsey said, "Man, you know, don't kill me."
With the funny those guys who draw the offside lines onto Rashford's foot. I hope we don't. I hope they don't bring those. But yeah, I think we'll do fine. See, they are overconfident right now. They are overconfident. I can sense it.
That's what makes them dangerous, though. Their confidence.
I think they are overly confident.
They have 2 players that really worry me: Casemiro and Rashford. No one else really scares me on their team.
No, Martinez, man. I know Martinez is a rat, but he can ball, man.
He's physical, but I don't think he can out physical Darwin. I don't think he can out physical Darwin. He
didn't
play against Darwin the first time.
He's not gonna be more physical than Darwin, but he doesn't need to be. He's smarter than Darwin, bro. That's the way I see it.
I don't think Darwin's one of our underrated. He's one of our best creators, underratedly.
For me, Martinez, is a very intelligent defender. Very intelligent. I don't know whether it's form or whether
I know they're gonna be cussing each other in Spanish and real nasty.
It's not even been a year yet, so I don't know if it's just form that he's in or he's just this good. I don't know. I don't know yet.
Let me disagree with you. Remember Marcos Rojo? Remember how he started?
Yeah.
Everybody was like,
I don't know if it's form.
Everybody was like Rojo this, Rojo that, Rojo this, Rojo that. The referees are gonna catch up with his dirty tactics very soon. Just remember, I told you this. Martinez is just really dirty, and he gets away with it. Only for now. The referees are going to get onto him very soon.
But I also will say, Darwin has played against him before in the Champions League last year, so this is not like his first time seeing Martinez.
Yeah,
and he kind of owned him then too at Benfica.
See, I think this is what I think.
He scored the winner too, right on.
I think the first time we played them, this year, we didn't have Darwin. If we had Darwin, we would have won the match. I think Darwin Núñez is a complete game changer. A lot of people didn't give him the credit when he came, but now we are seeing how bland we are when we play with. He's basically like a fish and chips without the butter, man.
Albert, I think we look so bad without Núñez is because Klopp's tactics are so bland that we don't keep the ball and create chances like we used to.
I agree with you.
We need pace and power. So
I agree with you. Klopp is able to make Thiago look bad. So I totally agree with you. Klopp has turned Thiago into a misfit. The best midfielder in football at the time he came to Liverpool, we've turned him into a misfit. I mean, I don't want to go on about Klopp. He's already here, so let him just do whatever he needs to do. He's already here. You know my feelings on Klopp. It's public.
Yeah.
Mons, who do you start at left wing? I think you should play Jota against, especially if Wan-Bissaka plays.
Nunes left wing.
Nunes left wing against Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can beat Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Maybe for pace.
I don't think so.
I play Nunes left wing. I start Nunes left wing, Jota through the middle, Salah on the right, and then what I do is I bring Jota off, move Darwin central, and then put Gakpo on the left. That's around 60th minute. That's what I'd probably go for.
Wan-Bissaka's in pretty good form right now too.
He is. He's in very good form. Like Ten Hag's doing a very good job with him. So that's
I don't
why
rate him. I don't rate him at all. But
like I do hear starting Jota on the left because you see Jota cuts in very early so that the right back doesn't actually have to defend him one-on-one. He cuts in him and brings the central man into the play very early because he's not a natural left winger Jota, so he likes to go central and drift central. I think that would be better than going at Wan-Bissaka one-on-one. I think
like Luis Diaz, Wan-Bissaka wants to defend people like Luis Diaz. He doesn't want to
100%.
defend people.
He doesn't like wingers who like to do 1-2s round him. He wants, as you said, wingers that are going to be direct and going to run at him. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difficult one. We can all go. Let's go through our preferred starting 11s. Obviously, let's start Amir with you. We'll start. What starting 11 would you like to see based on the players available? And we'll go. And then after that, we'll lock off the video. We'll do that. So yeah. Amir, we'll start with you.
What was the question?
What starting 11 would you go for with the players available?
I would go for.
Oh, sorry. By the way, Amir, just hold on for a second, guys. There's still 85 people in the chat. Make sure we smash the like button, please. I'm ill, so even talking hurts. I'm not gonna lie. That's why sometimes I stay quiet. Talking is hurting right now. So please smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Make sure you subscribe to the guys in here as well. Make sure you follow them on their content as well, guys. Yeah, make sure. I don't know how many likes we're on, but the target is 100 for today. So make sure you stop what you're doing and you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, Amir, go on. Run with your starting 11, please, bro.
So my starting 11 would have to be Allison, and then Tsimikas, Van Dijk, Konate, Trent, and then up in the midfield, I would go for Bacedic. Let's see, Fabinho, and I hate to say Elliot. I hate to say Elliot, but I feel like it's got to be Elliot. And then Nunes, Salah, and Gakpo.
Okay. And that's a good start. I'm not gonna lie. Jean Gray says, "Months. I wish Klopp would just sit in the stands during our next 3 games and manage the game from there. I'm interested to see if he'd make the same types of subs. I'm unsure what he sees pitch side. Yeah, me and Albert will agree with you on that one. Me and Albert especially would agree with you on that one.
Yeah, maybe you are right.
What was the game he did that he had a touchline ban?
The person who sent that thing must be an architect, right? He wants to give Klopp a 3D perspective.
Was that the Southampton game that he had the touchline ban and he had to manage from the stands?
I don't know.
Yeah, Southampton, yeah.
Yeah, it was
that was so dumb. What was the point?
Yeah.
What's the point of a touchline ban if he could just talk to them via walkie-talkie? That didn't even make sense.
I don't know. I think it's just for the principle. I'll be honest. I'll go with my starting lineup. I'll go Ali in goal, Trent right back, Tsimikas left back. I'm gonna go, of course, Verge and Konate centre back. Holding midfield, I'm going to go Fabinho. Left centre midfield, I'll be going Stefan Bajcetic. Right centre mid, I'll actually start with Naby Keita, but he's injured. So instead of Naby Keita, I'm probably gonna go. Oh, Jesus, this midfield is arse and cheeks.
You might as well say Ox at this point.
Yeah, Ox. But Ox ain't gonna play. Like I want to say Ox, like, but he ain't gonna play. Let's have it right, man. He's not playing. So it's gonna have to be either Jordan Henderson or Harvey Elliott. It's gonna have to be one or the other.
I
Like,
pick
That's so
Elliott.
smelly.
Let's
That's
go
so
for Elliott.
smelly.
stinky.
Is that even a choice?
Stinks.
Is that even a fucking choice, Months? Is that a choice?
I don't know what it is, Uncle. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. It's something.
Man,
It's something, and it
listen.
stinks.
If you give me the choice between Henderson and my wife plays. And my wife doesn't like football. She doesn't. During the World Cup, she was watching Operation Repo. That's how bad it is.
Henderson plays like he's wearing high heels, like he's wearing stilettos, bro. Like it's
This
so
man, he just got to go. He got to go. He needs
to be in the Milner role. That's what he
needs some milk.
So he needs to be on the stands. That's where he needs to go.
What?
He needs to be an assistant coach. He
bro.
needs to take Pep Linder's spot. That's what he needs to do.
Right, it's mad. It's mad. So yeah, I'll go Fab Holding, Bajatic, and fucking.
You're on line.
It's gonna have to be Elliott, innit? It has to be Elliott. So it's all we've got.
Let's say Carvalho.
No, Carvalho's in the basement. He's in the basement, bro. And then forward line, Nunes on the left, Salah on the right, Firmino in the middle. You heard me. I'm running it back. I'm running it the fuck back.
Firmino owns Man United one last time.
Yeah, you running it back, man.
It's written in the stars, isn't it?
Written in the stars. And I want this one. How about this? I don't want to see this from Firmino. I want to see this. I want to see this. That's what I need to see. Inject that one in my veins. In my yo.
The more you talk about it, I really feel like it's written in the stars now. I wasn't even thinking about Bobby. Bobby's starting now.
You know what I'm saying?
Bobby starts tomorrow.
If
written in the stars.
If Bobby hits the back of it, I'm gonna Bobby bitch. I'm gonna be going crazy. I'm gonna be dancing. I'm gonna be doing this. I'm going mad. It's mad. It's mad.
But if Rashford doesn't score tomorrow,
no, he does. He scores tomorrow. He definitely scores tomorrow.
I'm saying if he doesn't,
yeah. Oh, if he doesn't,
he can't score against a big team.
Boy, I don't know.
See, whatever he does, whatever Rashford does, we have to do more, right? If Rashford scores one, Salah scores two. So that's why I'm kind of disposed towards Bobby Firmino playing, because he's intelligent. He's going to force that idiot Martinez to make mistakes. Maybe we get our first penalty tomorrow, right? I'm kind of disposed towards Bobby playing. You know, I will play essentially the same lineup we played against Wolves, but I will probably play Roberto Firmino.
He probably
and I will keep Elliott simply because Elliott is a hurry up offense kind of guy. Elliott is not dull. I mean, I don't think Elliott should be starting for Liverpool because I don't think he's good enough. But I give him A for enthusiasm. So he's gonna come in and just hurry up somebody to do something. What I don't like about him is those little triangle passes between him, Salah, and Trent. And Trent has to stay home. Trent has to absolutely, definitively stay home. He should ping those passes from behind the halfway line, but he should stay home. And we should not play that high line. We should drop it about 5 yards, because if we do it, we are toast.
He needs to communicate with Ibu all game.
And we also have to thank God. Many people keep talking Casemiro, but we have to be very glad that Eriksen is not playing, because as far as I am concerned, Eriksen is the best player in that team when he's on song. Those passes from wherever he gets them from, only God knows. I'm so happy he's not playing. I don't worry too much about Bruno, because Bruno
is a rat.
God. He's a rat. He's just and he doesn't play with the ability he has. He plays with his emotions. So his emotions will check him, will check mark him. I just think what we need to worry about is those guys, those speedsters in their team, breaking our offside line. That's what we need to worry about. And that means we have to worry about Rashford. We have to worry about Sancho if he's playing. Because whether we like it or not, Sancho is a good footballer. If his head is in the right place and his head is not on the tulip farm in the Netherlands, he can cause a lot of trouble. I mean, you guys know that we were like 90% signing him, right? Manchester United offered him more money and he balked on us. So we knew he had something good. That's why we wanted him. We're also gonna have to be lucky. We're gonna have to make sure.
We might not have got Diaz, but we might not have had Diaz in it, so you kind of never know.
You think he does the 007 with us? You think he does it with us?
Who's
you think
that?
He scores in his first Sancho? You think he pulls off the 007 with Liverpool?
Man, listen, he's a very good player. I mean, we can bitch about him as much as we like, but he's a good player.
Yeah.
And you have to respect him. He's a good player.
Big up Tariq. By the way, guys, make sure we're smashing the like button. 92 people in the house. Make sure we are smashing that like button, people. On 60 likes, we're 40 away from the 100 like mark. So make sure you stop what you're doing.
Martial will never come good, but Sancho.
Of course.
Hold on, by the way, guys.
Klopp is gonna play Robbo.
By the way, he rested Robbo for this game. That's why Simicas played. By the way, did you know? I'm gonna mention a stat in a second. By the way, guys, before I mention that stat as well, there's 120 votes on the poll, but only 62 likes. You lot are taking the piss. I can't lie. You lot in the chat, you lot took the piss today. Just know you lot took the mic. But the stat that I wanted to bring up was that Simicas has only started 6 games for Liverpool in the Premier League, and that's 4 assists. Let that one sink in. Let that one sink in.
You know, this conversation has 2 faces, right? It's what we want and what Klopp is going to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
right. So we can talk about what we want, and then we all know what Klopp is going to do.
So we know Henderson starting, right?
If you ask me, I'll play Simicas because I think I honestly, in my heart, believe he's a better player. He doesn't have the minutes. He doesn't have the enough runs to establish the consistency he deserves. But I think he's a better player than Robertson.
I actually think he's better going forward. He doesn't. He's better in tight situations in the box when because Robertson can still cross the ball very well, but only when he has the time to get his head up and think about the cross, or when he sees it. Simicas could be in a tight situation and he can dig out a cross with both feet. He can go either way. When he's in the box, Robertson literally refuses to shoot. He has banana foot. He has a banana foot.
And Robertson keeps running and running and running till he runs out of turf. Sometimes I don't know whether he wants to run into the car park or whatever. He just keeps running until he runs out of turf. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I think Simicas actually might be better for this game because Anthony can't defend.
Yeah. I think Robertson's been the better. Robertson's had some good defensive moments, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
there are areas on the park that they are better. There are areas on the park that we are better. So, we simply need to make sure that we minimize our deficiencies and maximize their deficiencies. Thing, though, is we shouldn't take them for granted because they have confidence. Let's hope it's overconfidence. Let's hope we get some of them to make fouls. Somebody should get Casemiro to get an early yellow. That helps. Yeah. It's not Bacetic who should get the early yellow. You know?
Mm-hmm. I hear what you mean.
Casemiro finding out Prem officials don't tolerate all the stuff he was doing in La Liga. All them late tackles he was getting away with all the time.
What was I gonna say? American Cop. You said you're 11. I think you're the only one who hasn't said you're 11. What 11 you gonna go?
So my 11.
Yeah.
My 11 is gonna be Allison, Trent, Evil Verge, Simicas, Bacetic, Fabinho.
Yeah, look,
It gets real smelly when you get to the mood.
Holy shit, my God.
He was like, can't we just play 4-2-3-1, man?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. 4-2-3-1. Besetic, Fabinho, double pivot. I'm gonna put Bobby in the 10.
Jeez,
I'll drop Nunez on the left, Salah on the right, and then I'll put Jota up front. I can't do that in midfield.
Why are we not just doing that? Why are we not just? How about this?
I think it's because we don't want to get overrun. I think they don't want to get because we already get overrun now.
You've got 2 sitting midfielders, not one. You got 2. You got 2.
But Monts, did you realize that in the match against Wolves, there were times when we were playing 4-2-3-1? Did you realize it?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
I don't know whether Bajcetic felt it was his duty or that's just how it turned up. But he there were times when Bajcetic came very tight on Fabinho. I don't know what he was told, but there were times when it was a 4-2-3-1 and Elliott was going forward and Bajcetic was very near Fabinho. I don't know how that transpired. There were also times when Elliott was kind of sitting and Bajcetic would go forward. I just couldn't figure out what was going on there. But there were times I saw that 4-2-3-1 thing. I hope they don't replicate it against Man City because Manchester United, because that will cause us problems.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But listen, man, I'm going to leave it there. It's like 1:30 in the UK. I think I'm the only one in the UK that's on the panel right now. But you man are all in the US, no? All of you in the US?
Yeah.
Man.
Right now.
What time is it?
8:29 Eastern.
Like 8.
7:29 p.m. CST.
I think they're an hour behind us.
Wait.
We're in Eastern time. Me and Albert Eastern.
I'm Central. Central.
Is it the 3rd? Is it still the 3rd? Where you are?
Oh
wow!
Yeah.
I'm in the, bro, how about this? I'm in the time machine. I'm tomorrow to you guys. It's the 4th. It's 2 in the morning.
So as far as you are concerned, the match is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, the match is tomorrow for me.
Okay.
Listen, they put me in the hyperbolic time chamber, bro. I've been training. You see what I'm saying? That it is what it is, man. But listen, guys, I appreciate you, man, for jumping on. Obviously, it's a late stream for me. It was a last-minute stream. I didn't really plan this. I need to start planning my streams more. I'll be honest.
If Mudryk doesn't score, get an assist. Next time you see me, I'm being a suit with some sunglasses. I'm ready.
You might already know what it is. If you know what I'm saying, this shameful thing. But,
they'll be beaten. They'll be beaten by Leeds. Just mark it anywhere.
I'm just gonna dash American Cup link back in there. Make sure you subscribe to
as you boys watch Chelsea,
big up, man. Thanks.
Remember that Uncle Albert told you money doesn't buy love.
It doesn't buy wins. It doesn't buy wins either. Clearly,
it doesn't buy goals. It doesn't even buy
goals.
Get
you no love, man.
It don't even buy you goals, bro. Like,
you gotta mount the soapbox and talk, boy. You have to talk.
Hey, but João Felix and Mudryk and Enzo Fernandez, they can start a great boy band,
João Felix is Zac Efron from High School Musical, bro.
How can you have a bunch of players who have the best hairstyles in the world? All of them have hairstyles as if they sing for that Korean band, right?
Can you guys see the screen, by the way?
Yeah.
Subscribe to American Cop.
You see that new video? See that new upload?
If we don't get Kone, that'd be a disgrace. He's like 25 million right now.
Exactly.
Guys, just make sure you subscribe to American Cop. They're on 233. I want to see them on 250. By the time I check this screen back after this video, I want to see them at 250 in it. There's more than enough people in this chat. There's 85 people in here. So make sure you go and subscribe to American Cop. Thank you for their time. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the time.
Who was talking about Kone? Who mentioned Kone?
Oh, I did. Because Kone is like 25 million right now. He needs to be a Liverpool player.
We are a disgraceful lot. Okay, you know that. Because we are talking about Coop miners. Right? We're talking about
God.
No way.
No, please. That's another Linder's recommendation, isn't it? That's another Linder's recommendation.
That's Linder's straight away. Gakpo is Linder's.
My God.
Coop miners is Linder's. Any player that comes from Portugal is Linder's.
He's too slow. He's good, but he's too slow. He's too slow.
Linder's is
That's why I said he's okay.
Linder's is even trying to scupper the Guardiola deal. He is trying to scupper Guardiola. He rather wants Ignacio.
Oh my God. Ignacio looks like
guy.
Ross. Ignacio looks like Ross from Friends.
Listen, we have absolutely no. This summer, it's Bellingham, it's Guardiola. Let's talk about the rest. That's for me.
Mount.
For me, it's almost become an obsession.
It
It's
needs to be
Guardiola.
Kone. You can't. The price that they're saying Kone is, you can't beat. I'm sorry.
Well,
I mean, how can you
by the
not
way,
get
Jay-
Kone?
Jay, by the way,
There's even Marcus Thuram available for free. There's Kefren Thuram available for another 29 million. What are we waiting for?
boy,
What are we waiting for?
These deals
for
usually
real.
get done in March, so we'll see. Probably see
Yeah, I'm
some
sure
movement in the next
whoever
few
will.
weeks. We don't lost
I'm
Albert.
worried about
that's
them.
the FBI.
That's FSG.
That's why I'm
FSG
worried
trying to
about
shut
the
up Albert.
mention
You see that?
Sorry?
FSG done
FSG trying
hacked
to
the
boo you.
stream.
Hey,
Trying to
Jay,
silence you, Albert.
Jay, where can the people find you, bro? Where can the people find you?
You find me on Twitter at @nbradjordan. That's just my
Alright.
Twitter.
All right.
I'm gonna start a channel eventually, so
Get that
I'm gonna
done.
talk more on my channel. I'm gonna talk more like broad about football across all the top 5 leagues, except maybe Liga, because that league is I want to talk about it. It's PSG.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be talking about La Liga, Bundesliga, the Prem, maybe a little MLS because it's local to me, and Serie A mostly.
Big up, man. Let me know when you do that. Send that to me, and I'll push that out, man. I'll do what I can to push that out.
Appreciate it.
And I'm loving the background, by the way. I'm seeing the figure. I'm seeing certain things in the background. I'm fucking with it still. I'm fucking with the background.
Oh, you should see. I got a bunch on this side too.
Yeah, but I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. Albert, broski, thank you for jumping in today, Uncle. We'll see. You already know what's gonna happen. Liverpool game, post video game. Obviously, we're gonna do the big suspense roundup with the original gang and that.
Man.
Liverpool reaction calling, and I'm a neat. It's gonna be an interesting one after the Man U game.
We're beating them, man. We're beating them.
Yeah.
Even though I'm gonna watch like this, but we're beating them.
Let's like this.
Because
I'm watching like Bobby.
The truth of the
like
matter
Bobby,
is that
bro.
we'll be shitting ourselves, man.
Well,
We will be shitting ourselves. We all know that.
If we
You
win,
know what this game's gonna feel like? You know what it's gonna feel?
You fucked up. You should have killed me.
If we beat Man United, the Prem should have went for the head like Thanos. They should have went for the head. If we beat Man United, we'll finish in top 4, guaranteed.
Especially if Man U score first and we come back to win. It's definitely you should have went for the head. You fucked up and you should have killed me. You should have killed me.
It is D-Day today.
But Mons,
D-Day.
you know we are not really good at that, don't you? We're not good at that.
It's fine, man.
It is D-Day today. You have Man City.
Our thing is, we shut you down before the first half, and that's it. We're done.
I feel like it's gonna be like watching the City game, like when we play City in October. It's gonna feel exactly like that game where we're just
that's just bad anxiety, man. Please,
we're complaining all game until Salah scores.
That was a beautiful match. But listen, guys, that match, right? As it went on, you knew we were going to win. Remember, Salah had one chance like that. He turned Cancelo, went ahead, and then the goalkeeper's like his fingertip or something just caught it, and it went out. And you knew Salah.
They called it wrong too.
That was whose reverse pass played that in? Firmino.
Exactly.
Firmino's reverse first time pass on the spin took 3 men out the game.
So you knew that the next time Salah got that, it was going in. You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So
it led to that crazy no goal that they took away from Man City. That Foden scored, and then we scored shortly after that.
Yeah, they scored.
That was a crazy 10 minutes.
That was Foden, right? That was Phil Foden, right?
Yes,
yeah, because Haaland pulled down Fabinho nasty and act like he didn't do it.
Yeah, literally, man. You're not sorry, bro. You're just sorry you got caught. You know what I'm saying? But listen, big up the members as well. Big up UK Beats, Daniel, Solo, Snake Eyes, Ilias, D1 Millie, Honestly, Ed, Jamie Phillips, Roms, NDJTT, baby, Chelsea OG, Aiden Andrews, John Madonka, and Kaz Talks Football. Big up all the members. Guys, it's been another episode of Big Six Bands. We have to end it there. And we'll see you guys very soon. We'll see you, man,
guys.
on the other side,
Hey,
innit?
remember,
We got everyone,
remember,
Take
you
care,
will
people.
never walk alone.
You know
Take
what I'm
care.
saying? Yes, sir. Take care, people.
Take care,
See
bro.
you soon.